Hello, I'm Stewart Bloor. I've just cast out. My fishing has been very limited this week. In fact, this is the first and only time I'll get on the bank this time round. So hopefully I can catch something, because I've written a blog 680 consecutive Saturdays. This one is. I've written a blog every week. In that time, I've always managed to catch a fish. Well, I'm hopeful today. It's a lovely summer's afternoon. I'm after carp, and I've been in Cyprus on Champions League duty. The temperature was about 40 degrees Celsius. It was a fantastic time. Unfortunately, from the football angle, we lost. So we're out that competition now. But if we win the Welsh Premier League this coming season, well, we'll be back again next time round. I've done 8 Champions League games now, commentating in the last 2 seasons. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But you know what? It's great to get back on the bank with the rods out. I did check in Nicosia, where we were staying, that Hilton Hotel, very posh. I did check on Google Maps to see if there was any blue in the area. But if you've been to Cyprus, my first visit there, it's a very dry and hot country. No streams, brooks, pools whatsoever in the immediate area. So my little rod and reel, that if you watched a recent video, you'll know what I'm talking about, that stayed at home. I did take my binoculars though, did some bird watching. A lot of species that we see here in the UK, but lots and lots of hooded crows. So that was a new one for me. Never seen one of those birds before. Anyway, of course, while I've been talking, some of the images have been coming up on the screen. And if you wondered what that Miss Wales sash was 2016, well, I bumped into a beauty queen over there. She's half Welsh, half Cypriot, and I'll tell you all about that in the written blog. But for now, I want to get some carp on the bank. I've had the rods out about 20 minutes, and I've now got feeding bubbles in both areas that I've baited up. It's like a witch's cauldron out there. The fish on this particular venue do show themselves when they get their heads down. So of course, I'm confident, as always, an important ingredient in angling. Absolutely loving being here today. 2 days ago, I was in the Hilton in Nicosia, living the life, living the footballer's dream without even kicking a ball, in a pool. Well, I'm by a pool today, and not for the reason I was there, of course. That's a different thing altogether. But given the choice, would I want to be a jet setter or a bank tramp? I'll tell you something, this wins hands down for me every time. I'm often killing 2 birds with 1 stone, making the most of every opportunity, multitasking, call it what you like. And I've just been writing a column for the Oswestry Advertiser on my European adventures with the New Saints. And as I was typing away on my iPad, the left-hand rod went off. I've already lost a fish on this one. I was using a mono hook length, and unfortunately I had a break, so I think there was a weak link on there at some point. But I've switched to braid. I'm confident, and I'm going to net this fish now. It's great when your rod goes. It's even better when you net the fish, isn't it? And here it is. Not a big common, but as always, you can only catch what's in front of you. And in this particular venue, well, a double is a very good fish indeed. But you know what? Fishing is sometimes, and that's why you kneel down. There's a little bit of life there. Kneel down with your gnocchi mat right beneath you, but no damage done. And you know, sometimes fishing, well, should I say all the time, fishing has to be about enjoyment. And I'll tell you what, I'm certainly enjoying myself today. A very lively fish indeed. And this is a feisty one indeed. It's kited right across the lake. Fortunately, it hasn't gone across the other rod. But what I'm going to have to do is try and get this rod way out to avoid these near side bushes, and then move my other rod over get my landing net in position and hopefully net it. It doesn't feel like a big fish, but you know what they're like sometimes. It's a small one, small man syndrome. I've got small carp syndrome, I think. It's certainly putting up a very good fight indeed, but it's coming to the bank. Unless I get a hook pull, I'm favourite to net this. And there it is, another nice, small, common. My short afternoon session is now coming to an end. I've probably got another 45 minutes or so fishing time. The best time really, isn't it, as we approach dark. No night fishing allowed on this particular place. Anyway, I'll tell you where I am fishing in the written blog entry that accompanies this video, and if I do catch any more fish you'll find out there as well. You can check, one just crashed over there, and you can check that out via the comments box here on YouTube. Out and about yourself, tight lines, and I'll be back next week.